Hey there YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a silver coin, and I received some feedback from some of the viewers, one viewer in particular, who felt that the gold coins I had been showcasing were out of the reach of the average individual, and my channel is excluding silver enthusiasts. First, I don't necessarily agree with that. The channel is called Uniquely Seen Here, so I do my very best to try and showcase items that I think you might not see other places. And much of that centers around gold pieces or some of the other items that I might showcase that aren't necessarily gold coins. Nevertheless, to appeal to this viewer, here is a silver coin that you can purchase today. I believe it's called the 2018 Niue Silver Faberge Tree of Luck Porcelain Proof. It is a fantastic coin, and without further ado, here you go. I like the presentation a lot. I think that this is well done here. So this is 250 grams, what is that, 8 ounces maybe, of silver. It has a gold gilded edge, reeded, and it's absolutely awesome. Let's take it out of here and take a closer look at it. And then we'll return to the documentation and talk about what the certificate says and all that good stuff. Look at the design on that. I like the way they mirrored and polished the reef on the outer, but then satined, and you can even feel the difference. Satin the inner reef. It adds this sense of depth to it. So this coin has a mintage of 250. And this protrusion here is a porcelain insert of the Tree of Luck. And because of the weight of this coin, as I mentioned before when I showcased the Qianlong porcelain vase coin, I do my very best to be cognizant of how far I'm holding this coin from the desk or ground level, so that should I do something stupid, make a mistake and drop it, I'm not cracking or damaging this delicate piece here. If that were to happen, as I said before, that the coin wouldn't necessarily be valueless, but the principal value behind this coin would diminish. It would still have its intrinsic silver raw material value, obviously. Look at that. Look at it, just the size in the hand, so you could really see. This bad boy is huge. The effigy of the queen is said to be within the third imperial egg. That is what this entire depiction is. It's presumed replication of the Faberge third imperial egg. And I think this coin is an awesome coin on two fronts. First, if you aren't a heavy investor in silver, or you don't want your investment in silver to take up a lot of space, well, the fact that this is 250 grams, you're getting a lot of silver here. And then on top of that, the collector value of this coin, it just checks all the boxes. I'm normally not a big fan of gold gilding, but in this case, it's done very well, and I think it adds to the design of the coin. Hopefully you're able to get a really good look of the intricacies of this design. And I really like how this insert is done. It isn't sloppy. It isn't just affixed in this strange, awkward looking way. It's mounted to serve as the centerpiece of the coin, and it's done very well. Just some feedback for that individual who asserted that I don't show silver. If you recall, I think one of my first videos was the Royal Arms of England limited edition silver, red and blue Gibraltar coins. But perhaps he or she did not get an opportunity to see that video. I am not opposed to silver whatsoever. I think that if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I mentioned that I'm very bullish about gold for various reasons. But silver follows the appreciation of gold for a lot of reasons. But one particular reason is that the more, the greater the price of gold appreciates, the further it gets from the reach of the average investor, which makes silver a more palatable investment. And by proxy, the more investment in the silver, the price goes up, and it makes perfect sense. So again, I enjoy silver just as much as gold. I just prefer gold. This is a behemoth of a coin. All right, let's take a look at some of the documentation. So I believe this goes in here like this, maybe. This goes on top. Let's see if that's right. Nope, that's not right. Here we go. By the way, just on another topic, and I'm not sure if I brought this up, but I have a colleague that talks about when he gets silver, and they're not in the capsule or they're not in a plastic protector holder or whatever the case, he vacuum seals those coins. However, he's discovered that he still gets spots even when they're vacuum sealed. Well, I had to tell him that vacuum sealing is only as good as the sterilization of the environment you're sealing. So unless you intend to sterilize that coin, let's say, for example, this coin here, I wanted to vacuum seal this coin. Well, the coin itself would have to be sterilized and free of all bacteria, of all debris completely before I vacuum seal it, because in theory, if it is not, what you're doing is you're actually vacuum sealing that debris on top of the coin. And I told him the reason why you have a spot or discolor, and he has it on many of his coins, and I think it's actually symptomatic of his decision to continue to vacuum seal. And you're vacuum sealing that circumstance onto the coin, and it will exacerbate the issue. So I just wanted to give that feedback on vacuum sealing, and I certainly see the reasoning and understand the reasoning why some entertain it and do it, but there is a risk to it. It is not as preventative as some might think of an action to take in protecting your precious metal or bullion coin. And I'm sorry, guys, this, I don't know if any of you, if you get a coin and it comes with this little thing here, if you leave it in or if you discard it, I have a tendency to want to preserve it. Perhaps that's something I shouldn't do, but anything provided with the coin that helps to protect it, I retain it. Alright, you guys are probably saying, why is he doing all this when he said he was going to show us the certification? Well, let's take a look at the certification. Alright, this is a nice certificate. It's well done. Since this is from the Mint of Poland, it comes in English and it comes in not English. I believe this hallmark here, if you look at it closely, it will tell you your number. Maybe. As mentioned, 250 pieces. This is 250 grams, 90 millimeters in diameter. That's huge. All right, it says that the Feng Shue, the tree of luck, is a well-known symbol of affluence, nobility, and prosperity. It can bring new opportunities, enhance auspicious energy, protect from money loss, and attract good fortune to its holder. I guess we'll see. All right, guys. That was a silver coin. The 250 gram, 8 ounce tree of luck with the gold gilded edge and embellished porcelain tree insert. I believe you can get this coin for $700 to $800. I have seen it as high as $1,000, but I believe it's still available, even with a limited edition of 250 pieces. All right, thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and leave your suggestions, perspectives, and opinions in the comments, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Very much appreciated for your time, and you guys have a wonderful day.